This week, I thought it would be fun to draw a shepherd. Now, in Come Follow Me this week, you might have heard about how Jesus is compared to a good shepherd. And a good shepherd is somebody who loves his sheep and he takes care of them. Like he gives them peace, he gives them safety, he takes care of the sheep and gives them strength, just like Jesus does those things for us. So let's go draw. This is going to be really fun. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and start drawing the shepherd. I'm going to use my black marker to start. And something that can help you is to draw a couple dots. So I'm going to go down here on the ground where his feet would be, and I'm just going to put one dot over here and maybe one over here. And this is just going to help me to know where I'm starting at and where I'm trying to go to. And so we'll just do one line from here all the way to the other side. And this is going to be the bottom of our shepherd. And now I want to connect those, and I'm going to do a big loop. I'm going to go almost up to the top of the page and then come back down and touch the other one. So you can watch me do that, and then you can do that yourselves. And this is going to be fun because we're going to draw all of the details of our shepherd inside of this nice shape right here. And that's one of the fun things about drawing is we can make things look however we want to. They don't have to look like real people. And I know that when I get done with this, that what you draw is going to look different than what I draw, and that's okay. So let's keep going. I want to draw where his head's going to be at. So I'm going to go up here close to the top. I think I want his head to be up here in this top part. So I'm going to put a dot over here and then maybe one over here, and I'm going to connect those lines. And so that's the space where I want to put his head. So after I get done doing that, maybe we could draw one of his arms coming out, and that's going to hold his cane, his shepherd's cane. So I'm just going to do like an oval, but it just stops when it hits these lines here. And then to draw a cane, you can think of a candy cane, and candy canes were made from shepherd's staffs. That's kind of where the design is said to have come from. So I'm just going to draw kind of like a stick figure candy cane right now. So I'm going to kind of start out here somewhere, and then I'm just going to go loop down and go right through the hand. But I don't want to draw through the hand. I want to stop when I get to it, so you can watch and see what I do. So I go like this, and then I go down, and as soon as I hit the hand, I stop, I jump over, and then get to this other line, and then go the rest of the way down. There we go. And so now if I want to make this cane a little bit thicker, and you can just keep it like this if you like this, or if you want to make it thicker, you can draw a line out a little bit, and then you can just follow the lines of your cane. And it can be kind of fun to just follow the path of what you have over here on the other side. Jump over the hand again, and then go all rest the way down to the ground. All right. Now, if we want to give him a little bit of a sleeve, we can by just putting a line right there, and then that makes that look like that's his hand, and then this is his sleeve. All right, so now we probably want to start figuring out where we want to put, I want to put a little sheep in his hands that he's holding and protecting, because shepherds do that. They really love their sheep. So I'm going to draw a circle here, which is going to be the top of the shepherd's, or not the shepherd, but the sheep's head. I'm going to draw the top of the sheep's head right here. I'm going to do a little circle, just like that. So that's the top of his head. So let's also put a face on it, which is like putting a U underneath this circle. And this is where we're going to draw the eyes and the nose. So we have that right there. And then give him a couple ears, which are some smaller U's that go on the side of this little head part that we have, kind of like little ears that flop down and look really cute. And we also want to make it look like the shepherd is holding this sheep. So let's draw his arm. And to do that, all we need to do is draw a straight line. Don't go all the way to his back, but like pick a point about right here and just draw straight towards your little baby sheep right there. And then we can go from the back side, and we're gonna just loop up and go right up to the sheep's head right here. Yeah, this could probably be a little bit difficult, but it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to see how everybody draws theirs, because they're all gonna look different. And now I wanna draw the bottom of the shepherd's arm. So I'm gonna start on his back, and I'm gonna go all the way over to the sheep's face and just draw a little arm that goes and ends right there, right on where its nose is probably gonna go. And then to put a hand and create a sleeve, we can just put a line somewhere there to make our hand as big as we want it to be. And then we can go and put a little tail on it if we want to. So I'm gonna just go on its back right here and put a little fluffy tail just by doing a half circle. And I bet this sheep just loves being with its shepherd. And I just imagine it sleeping in his arms. So I'm just gonna put two little frowny faces for the eyes, because that makes it look like the sheep is sleeping, just like that. And to me, that looks really good. So I'm gonna go up and start working on our shepherd's face. And he probably has some kind of turban or something maybe to protect him from the sun. So at first I'm gonna draw kind of like a cap, and I'm gonna just draw a line straight across to do that. So this will be like his hat area, and this will be the face. And to make it look like there's a headband there, you could draw another line on top of that or below it. Like if you feel like it's a little bit too high, you could draw it below that one. And then for the part that goes down, I'm just gonna go straight down to the neck, just like that. So we're almost done with this here, with the drawing part of it. But now you can put a face on your shepherd. You can make him smiling. You could do, some people do dots for eyes. You can do all kinds of things here. You can put a nose on it. I'm just gonna do two eyes and a mouth on mine. And I'm gonna do the same as the sheep, because I think it makes them look like they're really pleasant. So I'm just gonna do two eyes. And if you wanna make it look like he's kind of looking more this way, you can put the eyes a little more over this way. Or if you want him to look at us, you can put the eyes a little more over here. I'm gonna go right here, right next to the side of his head. And I'm gonna put one eye just like that. And then I'm not gonna go all the way over, but maybe just a little bit over, and I'm gonna do the other eye. And to me, that makes it look like his face is kind of looking that way. So if you wanna do that, you can. And then I'm gonna just put a big smile right underneath those eyes, right there. So you can tell that he really enjoys what he's doing. I bet he loves his job and loves his sheep. Just like our Heavenly Father and Jesus, how much Jesus loves us. And I think that's why that's why we call him, our shepherd. And you'll hear that a lot in the scriptures. So now if you want to, you can put a little bit of grass down here. You can decorate this area if you want to. You can decorate that with different colors, or you can use the black pen if you want to put a little bit of grass in. I like to do that sometimes. And to do grass, I usually just do a couple different lines. I don't need very many. And I could put maybe some down here. And then it just looks like he's standing in a field where his sheep are eating. All right, so this is my finished picture of the shepherd. So now we can start coloring it. All right, so let's go ahead and start coloring this shepherd. And this can be a really fun part because people wear all kinds of different types of clothing. So you can color yours whatever colors you want. You can use stripes, you can use zigzags. You can think of like Joseph and then his many colored coat that he had. So for me, I think I'm just gonna take maybe an orange marker might be fun. And it might be fun for me to draw some stripes on him. And you can just draw these down across his clothes like this. You might want to put other colors in between it. Maybe you could do red ones. But I think a fun thing that we can think of while we're coloring this in is we can think about, in the scriptures, it talks so much about how Jesus is a shepherd. And so I think it's fun to think of all the different things that shepherds do. Because shepherds are known for loving their sheep and taking care of them. Just like a shepherd, shepherds They bring peace to their sheep. They guide them. They lead them to different places. They lead them where they need to get water. And they give them safety. If wolves come to attack them, they protect the sheep so they can give them strength and help them when they need it. And the interesting thing is those are all things that Jesus Christ does for us. He protects us. He gives us guidance. He keeps us safe. I want to do his turban a different color. I think I'm picking this pinkish red color for mine. You could do yours blue if you wanted to. And when you get done with this picture, you could hang it up or share it with somebody else, share it with your family, and maybe you could talk to them a little bit about shepherds and how Jesus Christ is like a shepherd for all of us, how he leads the church even today, leads his children. So in a lot of ways, we're like his sheep, and we want him to protect us and help us and guide us because it helps us to learn and to grow and to become like him. All right, so I'm gonna do his little bandana. I think I'm gonna take this green one right here. It's kind of like a light green. And you can use colored pencils, you can use paint, whatever kind of art you like to do or tools you like to use can be fun. And I'm gonna use this brown to color his staff or his cane, which he takes with him. And they use this as a tool to help with the sheep. They can use the staff to grab the sheep. They can use it as a walking stick when they're leading their sheep to where they need to be and helping them. All right, so on the sheep, I think I want to add just a little bit of blue on the sides. Sometimes things are white, but I want to add some color just for fun anyway. So I'm not going to color him all in blue, but just around some of the black lines, I'm just going to add a little bit of blue here. Maybe it feels kind of like it's the shadows, because shadows are always darker than the light parts. I think that just kind of makes him pop out a little bit. I think that's really fun. And then if you want to, you can decorate this however you want. You can put clouds in the sky if you like to. It might be fun to add some green grass, so you could add some more lines that are green in here. So I could just add some of these on both sides. If you want to, you could add a bit of a shadow underneath him. You can't even do lines like this way, just do some lines this direction. And that might look like a little shadow for your shepherd. And clouds can be really fun because clouds can be all kinds of different shapes. I'm pretty sure shepherds spent plenty of time outside looking at the clouds, probably looking at the shapes and imagining different kinds of animals or things that they see in the clouds. But you can make them whatever you want. I like to do a lot of upside down U's and then connect them with a line underneath. And I think it's fun to draw clouds because you can draw them kind of behind things, so you don't draw the whole cloud. I think it looks kind of cool when you do that. So if I want a cloud to go behind him, I just don't draw over where he is, and I just kind of start right here and just draw some of these U's and then just draw across. But you can do all kinds of shapes of clouds. You can do round clouds. You can do ones that don't have lines on them. And you can just put some of them everywhere if you want. If they're really far back, maybe they're small and maybe close together. You can do a few. So then we got this nice cloudy sky. Looks like a great day outside, a great day to be out there protecting and taking care of his sheep. So this is my finished drawing of a shepherd. Now we get to my favorite part where we get to see some of the things that other children did. So here we have 4 other drawings done by some other kids, and it's fun to just see how different they all are. And here you can see that there's some flowers right here. This one has a beautiful sun up here. I love how this grass looks all wispy, like there is wind blowing the grass across the fields. This one, you can see there's lots of colors in the clothes, and they added a nose on here. I think it looks beautiful. The eyes are very different than the eyes on mine or on this one. Here they zoomed way out and you can see more things. You can see the grass, you can see the clouds. There's different shapes in the clouds you can see. Big, beautiful flowers in this river. And I think all of these just illustrate the story from the scriptures. You can look in Psalms 23, where it talks about how Jesus leads us to the places that we need to be, where he takes care of us. He gives us peace. He gives us safety and strength, just like a shepherd does for his sheep. Anyway, this was fun. I love drawing with you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.